Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Catch You Later. If you're new here, my name's Gibby. I'm a software designer based in the New Orleans region, and I love the outdoors, in particular here, the Biloxi Marsh. Now, I'm going to try a lot of things today. I always do, and we're always going to end up finding fish. I just don't know how yet. That's why y'all should stay tuned. Let's get into it. All right, now I'm doing something familiar. I'm fishing an intersection. You can see all that water moving across the intersection. Normally what I'd be throwing here is the H&H Cockahoe, but today I'm going to try something new. This is the Lost Coast Spates. I'm not sure what color this is. Joey, thank you for the hookup. If you want to say what color it is in the comments, please do. But this is very similar to the Cockahoe lure that I've been throwing. The difference is it's bigger. This is probably 3.5, 4 inches versus the 3-inch that I normally fish in the H&H Cockahoe. Got it paired to a 1/4 ounce jig head, which is probably appropriate for this spot. Maybe a bit too heavy. My first spot I went to is a spot I've been wanting to fish really since the winter kind of dissipated. It's a spot where I know there's sunken islands. I know there's sunken islands there because I can look at the satellite history on Google Earth. If y'all don't know about doing that, I suggest you try. And if you want me to give a tutorial, let me know in the comments. But what I wanted to do was throw topwater. And now as soon as I got there, I got some topwater strikes, but no hookups. And I swear I found so much bait, spooked so many redfish. One of those things that kind of makes me feel like I don't know what I'm doing. And you know, as frustrating as that is, it's actually one of my favorite things about fishing. Now, I have fished this area before. Definitely not a new place for me. I will say that each time I come here, it's a bit different. Oh, I had a fish on that whole time. I just didn't feel it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Poor guy, probably not going to survive. I have to throw him back no matter what. Hooked right through the belly. He probably just came to check it out, and unfortunately I was jigging and caught him. No, it doesn't look like it went through any of his major organs, so hopefully he survives. Well, I guess the skunk's out. That was weird. That was weird. I kind of felt a hit, but it didn't feel normal, and it wasn't pulling back normal. And that's why I hooked a little tiny trout in the belly on accident, of course. Wouldn't intend to hurt or kill one of those smaller trout. Now, on a calm day like this, you can do a lot of scanning. I'm really scanning over there to see if I see any redfish running. Okay, I'm turning around real quick because I've been hearing, and I finally saw it. There's a redfish around that point over there. Trick to landing this fish is going to be not letting my shadow spook it. So I have to, I'm kind of looking at where my shadow is going to be now. Best thing for me to do is to get tight to that bank and try to keep it to where my shadow is in line with the bank. It looks like that fish is kind of swimming towards me. So I'm gonna have to do bomb cast to try to get to it before my shadow gets to him. It's supposed to be flat calm, and oh, there's a fish. Flew right in its mouth. It's gotta be a red. think it's a big trout. Big trout. Big trout. Threw right in its mouth. Perfectly hooked. Bet this is a 15 or a 16. "15-inch trout." I mean, I must have thrown it in its mouth. I think I'm gonna keep fish today. Nice. Okay, well, I was on the way to attack a redfish and we ended up catching a nice trout. The Lost Coast lure worked perfectly. Let's see if there's any more. Now looking at this water, oh, there's a bunch of bait fish right there. Look at all of them. Wow. That's what that trout was here feeding on for sure. Now this water is really really shallow. I'm surprised, honestly, that I caught a trout right here. Yeah, there are a bunch of reds back there. I cannot get to them. I just tried and I don't have a push pole, so I'm not going to try anymore. But I can see all the way over there. There's a redfish in there. So I know there's redfish behind me that I can't get to. I'm gonna bet there are some in here too. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fish to this intersection up here on the right, and then I'll probably turn around and just drift down the bayou behind me for the rest of the day. Got a bite, wasn't paying. Yep, there's a fish. Another trout. Boy, they're not fighting very hard today, but that's also a keeper. Now he's fighting hard. Now he's out of the water. Okay, so hopefully the first trout was caught on camera. This is the second one. He'll keep 2. Let's measure him. Yep, he's a 14. Show him to y'all. That's trout number 2. Well, I'll be honest, I didn't expect, what's going on here? Didn't expect any trout over here at all. This water is very shallow. But a 14 and a 15. I also foul hooked a trout earlier over here. And all 3 of them, well, I guess the 15 fought pretty hard, but it didn't hit hard. All 3 of them, I was confused. That one, I didn't even know I had a fish on the line. So that's interesting. It's a little different than normal when trout fishing, I guess. But I'll take it. You know, normally I only keep 2 or 3 trout. I don't need any more than that. There's a big slick right in front of me. I wonder if that's a trout slick. Could be. Definitely a lot of bait kind of everywhere I've gone, which is nice to see. But I'm going to fish around here for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, not long, because ultimately what I know about today with this really low tide, most fish are going to be in that main bayou. So we can just drift down it for the rest of the day, literally, and just pick fish off. And, you know, I don't mind doing that. Oh, is that something? All right, so leaving that area, I really regret not bringing my push pole because I would like to push back further in there. I know if I didn't have to be so conservative and timid right now with the shallow water, I'd probably have a limit of reds so far, but you know, it's the way it goes. I really didn't expect the tide to be as low as it is. When I read the tide chart, it said it would bottom out around 10:30, and where I fish is usually about, oh, there was one. Oh my God, he hit it hard too. All right, there's fish in here. Oh, got him. He came back for it. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Let's see if I can land him again. There's obviously fish in here. I got hit twice. Highly doubt it was the same one. There's one. Man, that thing smoked it. I saw my line go. And by the time my brain could react, it was gone. It had let go. So I was taken aback by the low tide when I got out here this morning. Tide was really supposed to bottom out around 10:30. It is now 9 o'clock. And tide here should bottom out about 2 hours after the Shell Beach station. So, you know, one reason I fish the same area so much is because I understand how to compare the tide at one station to where I'm going to go fish. But assuming the tide chart I read was right, or I read the right one, we've got about 2 hours left of a falling tide. And what I want to do, even though I know there's fish in here, is I want to be in this main bayou, because most fish are going to have to be pulled into that. But because I've had some hits here, I'm gonna, yeah, there's definitely still fish there. I'm gonna fish this area again. Now I need to keep mental focus and fish towards the edges, even though it's really shallow, because in the middle there's probably a sunken tree or something that I keep getting hung up on. Okay, last cast. Not catching them every cast. There's no point in just spending my whole day here. Now y'all will probably notice in this video I'm going back and forth between wearing my face gator. There's one. There's one. Gotta be a red. If not, it's a big, big trout. Little red. All right. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Anyway, I'm going back and forth with my face gator. If y'all don't wear these things, it's easy, quick sunscreen. Let's measure this red, because I think it'll keep. Quarter inch under, so let's let it go. Look at that beautiful tail. I bet that's what hit me earlier. So let me go over the lure. We're now 4 fish into this. Can't tell y'all what color it is because I don't remember. Joey, if you're watching, please comment and say. But a new buddy of mine, Joey, runs a company called Lost Coast Baits, and he gave me a good amount of these lures to try out. And this is really for him, just to help him. There's another one. Oh, he got off. Okay, there are fish here. Anyway, this is just to help him refine his lures. And I gotta say, so far, so good with this color. It is getting a lot of hits. Now it's up to me, the fisherman, to land these hits. And I'm not doing a very good job right now. There's one. There's one. Look at that. That's fun. That is fun. Whoa. We found a school of reds, y'all. Probably another just under slot. Nah, I'm gonna let him go. He's right on the edge. Whoop. I was gonna show y'all its pretty tail, but he said no thanks. I'd rather be in the water. All right. Well, this is fun. Oh, another hit. There is a school in here. Don't particularly like my boat positioning, but not as bad as it could be. The reason I don't like my boat positioning is, there's one. This is a nicer one. Oh boy, oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no. Whew. Oh, is it still on? Yes. Well, that one hit right behind the boat, just as I was about to explain why I don't like this boat position. And get away from where these fish are. I don't want to spook them all. This one probably will keep. Nope, also a quarter an inch under. Not as pretty of a tail as the others. Let's let it go. These may not be keepers, but it is fun. The wind just blew me off my spot, so I have to use spot lock. I'm not a huge fan of spot lock, but what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna stop fishing. So after every fish, I'm gonna give myself a 3 cast rule, and I forgot. Oh, that's a hang up. Dang it. All right, we gotta go try and rescue our lure. Yeah, pop my line. Okay, well, just pop my line. That is almost certainly gonna kill this spot. I'm gonna retie and see if we killed it or not. All right, y'all, we're back. Now, anyone who fishes knows how hard it is to leave a hot bite like I was just on. But after getting hung up, I got hung up again. And then I got hung up again. And then I tried fishing a weedless Ned rig and got nothing. So it's time to move on, no worries. That was my plan anyway. Unfortunately today, the time vampire has really gotten to me bad. It's almost 11 o'clock. So I've got about 45 minutes to catch whatever I can. So I'm sticking with the Lost Coast baits. This has a little mud on the hook, don't mind that. Slightly different color. I think it matches the bait fish that I've been seeing a little better. But that's not super important. The reason I actually switched to this is I only have one more of the color that I was using. But that's why I'm not fishing with it. I want to save it. So we'll see if color matters. I think lure definitely matters. I'm sure there are still fish where I was catching those reds. They wanted nothing to do with the plastic craw. Why? I mean, it probably doesn't look like anything that they eat out here. Oh shit, that alligator just scared the crap out of me. I scared the crap out of it too. Well, y'all want to know how quiet I am when I come through? That alligator had no idea I was here. There it is. There he is. Got him this time. Oh, that was a monster trout, I think. What was that? Holy crap. It might have been a bass. I don't know. That was a trout. It was gigantic. Oh, I just spooked one. I'm gonna actually switch to a spoon because it's weedless and I know it's super shallow there. I think that'll do better. Got him. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. This is a bruiser. This is a bruiser. That was so cool. That was so cool. I'm kind of wrapped around my line right now, so I have to be careful not to get it cut. So what I've done is I've loosened my drag so he can make some runs. Just reduce the friction on the line. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. Probably 26 at least. That was fun, y'all. That was fun. That is the price of admission right there. Whew. Been a while since I caught one on a spoon. Oh, he just splashed me right in my eyes. Fair play, fish, fair play. Got him. Oh man. Whew. I haven't kept a clean deck today, which is generally what happens when I try new stuff. I just kind of get out of my patterns. So that was tough to get the net, but boy, this thing was super, super close to getting off. The gill plate was, or the line was wrapped around its gill plate. Okay, we got our lure. This is a bruiser. Sight fished. That's really all I wanted to do today. I overestimated its size a bit. It's 24 inches. Pretty blue tail. It's been out of the water for a while. Let's let him go. Swam away beautifully. That's what you want to see. That was awesome. Well, guys, that about does it. What a crazy day. I can't remember the last time I missed so many redfish, but the good news is there are so many redfish here. I got to get out of here before there's no water left. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. As always, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.